This is the Agentic Executive. Today's briefing focuses on a key insight you can use to increase clarity, leverage, and decision-making power. Stay agentic.
Imagine an automated procurement agent that detects a supply shortage and is authorized to buy additional inventory. It escalates when model confidence falls below a threshold. A human approves an expedited purchase, and the company avoids a production stoppage. Now imagine the same agent, but with no clear handoff. It purchases on a hair trigger, doubling spend on poor suppliers, and the team scrambles to unwind commitments. One choice preserved optionality and minimized tail risk. The other created a coordination disaster and avoidable cost. The difference often comes down to one thing: whether escalation is treated as a first-class decision primitive.
In the next 10 minutes, you'll get one core insight, 3 supporting points, and a single action step you can deploy this week. I'll lay out 5 minimal escalation primitives, explain when to use each, and give practical templates you can drop into a design review or incident runbook.
Core insight. Treat escalation as a first-class decision primitive. That means designing explicit, composable rules that determine when an agent should act, when it should pause, and when it must hand off to a human. Formalizing handoffs preserves optionality. Actions remain reversible where possible, and converts ambiguous failure modes into predictable operational trade-offs. When escalation is explicit, you trade a small, repeatable cognitive cost for dramatically lower tail risk and clearer accountability. The policy is not about adding bureaucracy. It's about minimizing costly implicit coordination failures.
Section 1. Confidence thresholds and cost of error gates. First primitive, confidence thresholds. Use probabilistic outputs from your model to create 3 bands: auto-execute, human review, and block. A practical template. If predicted success probability greater than 85%, auto-execute. If 60% to 85%, submit short escalation with reason and minimal context. If less than 60%, block and route to an on-call reviewer. Make the context payload tiny: 2-sentence rationale, top contributing features, and the last successful action for audit. That keeps human time per escalation low and makes decisions traceable. Second primitive, cost of error gates. Not all mistakes are equal. Define business impact gates using simple, measurable dimensions: financial exposure, regulatory risk, and reputational sensitivity. Example sizing guidance. Transactions under $5,000 or changes that affect less than 0.1% of customers may remain automated. Anything above $50,000 or actions that change public-facing content trigger mandatory human sign-off. Use rules of thumb tied to your organization's tolerance for loss: low, medium, high, and map each category to a required escalation path.
Section 2. Scope-limited preview and timed reversion. Third primitive, scope-limited preview. When speed matters but risk exists, deliver a compact preview to a human reviewer or a staging channel. The key constraints: make previews scoped, actionable, and time-boxed. A preview might show the exact outbound message, the proposed change, and a one-click approve-reject. Keep the cognitive load below 10 seconds. Use sandbox checks that run the change against a small sample of production-like data before full rollout. Fourth primitive, timed reversion. For operations that can be undone, implement automatic rollback windows. Make every autonomous action include a revert token and a monitoring hook. If no anomalous metric fires in the rollback window, say 30 to 120 minutes depending on impact, the action persists. If an anomaly appears, the system reverts and immediately escalates to the owner. This limits blast radius and makes autonomy reversible rather than irrevocable.
Section 3. Escalation channels, ownership, and how to put it all together. Fifth primitive, escalation channels and ownership. Define a single channel for escalations per workflow and assign one accountable owner. That owner maintains the escalation roster, SLAs, and decision rules. SLAs should be tight and pragmatic. For example, 15 minutes for high-impact escalations, 1 business hour for medium, next business day for low. Avoid multi-party approvals unless the impact justifies the delay. Now, how to compose these primitives in a 1-week experiment. Pick a single workflow with measurable outcomes and low organizational risk. Example candidate: price adjustments for a small product line or automated content tagging. Apply 1 or 2 primitives only, perhaps confidence thresholds plus scope-limited preview. Instrument 2 KPIs from day 1, escalation rate, percentage of agent decisions routed to humans, and resolution delta, time from escalation to final decision, and its downstream error rate. Track human time per escalation and cap it, for example 10 minutes of human time per escalation, to limit operational costs.
Action step and quick recap. This week, choose one primitive and deploy it in a single workflow. If you want maximum leverage with minimal friction, start with confidence thresholds plus a minimal preview for border cases. Measure escalation rate and resolution delta for 7 days. Report results to the design owner and the accountable escalation owner, and make a go-no-go decision on extending the primitive based on whether it reduced surprises without materially increasing human time. Remember our guardrails. Limit scope, pair each primitive with a 1-line decision rule describing when it applies, and cap human time per escalation to control costs.
Final framing. Escalation primitives are a durable design choice. They convert ambiguous failure modes into predictable trade-offs and let autonomy scale without creating unmanageable tail risk. Start small, instrument aggressively, and keep reversibility as your default. Precision drives agency. Clarity is leverage. If you want these templates in a single checklist: 1. Define bands and thresholds. 2. Map cost of error gates. 3. Implement scoped previews. 4. Add timed reversion. 5. Assign a single escalation owner and SLAs. Deploy one this week and measure the 2 KPIs.
Subscribe for daily intelligence briefs that cut through the noise and give you operational controls you can use tomorrow. The system reveals the truth. Patterns create power. Precision drives agency. Subscribe now to keep these briefings coming.
You've been listening to the Agentic Executive. Apply what you learned today and make your next move count. Stay agentic.